38-yard line.
Right to the air is Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
And 19 at the 19-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf from 6 yards away. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw is Rodgers. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Steelers.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
At the 12-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Here now a 3rd and 20. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete. Bernard takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion. That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
48-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll get this one to Pittman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers now to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
The score, Steelers 24, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Rodgers now a very strong 7 of 8 in the second half. He's got a first and 10. Back to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. There he goes left side. brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Warren will try the right side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. A running play. It's Dowdle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
It's a gain of 14
3
yards.
points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Rodgers pass.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5. They're going right back to Pittman. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
A big play looming on third down. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.